sing the anime theme song. What's wrong with you, Tomas?
Ah, shit. Yeah, Pogo
Yeah,
singing.
you got before every podcast, you have to scream Vorcity, Vorcity,
Vorcity.
Voricity.
Horror
The
City.
the season 3 OP for Overlord, the super edgy one.
How did
I
that
Wait,
just
isn't that
want
sang by
to
a woman?
eat. How
How
crazy
crazy it
I
is.
hate women.
Alright, I'm leaving this fucking call. This is
No, look at
awful.
this.
And now, our feature presentation.
Alright. I'm drunk, off soju, I had a ton of sushi, and I feel like talking. These are my buds,
Wait,
Bizzles, and Lulzies.
I
who eats sushi with soju? What's wrong with you?
I went to...
Everyone knows it's sashimi with soju. What's wrong? Get out of here, you stink boy.
I'm going to assume that Pogo went to all you could eat sushi and
Yeah.
had both sashimi and sushi.
Yeah, I was there. I ate all you can eat. It was so good. But while I was there, I guess the beginning part, like, I was just sitting there playing on my phone, waiting for people to show up. I was playing some gacha game, and I gotta say,
Speaking of phones, do you have phones?
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
Do you have Diablo Immortal?
I am not
Oh my
playing
God.
Diablo Immortal. Shut up.
dude, I've seen way too many awful things about it. The
I've heard the base is actually alright. It's just that monetization is absolutely awful.
Nah, I watched a very long Asmongold video where he was like, "We all know the monetization's bad. Here's 30 minutes on why this game sucks. It's Diablo 3 with less buttons and the legendaries are less interesting." I went, "Oh, damn."
Isn't that the guy who like gets nosebleeds and wipe his blood on the fucking wall like a fucking maniac?
Yeah, that's how you know he's a real gamer.
Damn.
That's how you know. Yeah,
I saw his wall. It looks like a fucking like a slaughterhouse, dude. It's covered in blood.
Ugh.
It's horrifying.
Kind of cool, dude. It's kind of mysterious.
I saw the monetization for Diablo Immortal. It reminds me of all like a ton of those free to play games on the Google Play Store.
That just give you an ad like every 10
Get an
seconds.
ad, yeah, and then you have to hit the
Oh
X
my
button.
Hold
God.
on. You want to know the worst thing about those Google Play Store ads that are like 30 seconds long or you could skip?
Hmm.
So once upon a time, I had random Google Play credits. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this music player because the built-in one sucks." And the built-in one will find every like thing from your phone that has audio, and it'll fucking
I know
register
that
it. And you
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
into the settings and be like, anything that's shorter than 30 seconds, don't play. So you don't have to worry about like your videos and Snapchat and stuff. All of those ads are 30 seconds, and those ads get saved onto your fucking phone.
Yeah, it's in the cache.
Oh my! Wait, what?
Yeah, so all those ads that you've ever had in a mobile game are on your fucking phone in the memory somewhere, and you have to go find them and delete them.
Yeah, you have to
Holy
delete your
shit.
cache every
It's
time.
crazy.
Have you ever like those
I got-
those anime games that you play for like 4 minutes and be like, ugh?
Any of them.
Okay.
Let me go back. In
Not even
time.
that, like-
there was that stupid shark game that I used to like.
Oh, mine's for me was Cut the Rope.
Yeah, dude.
Cut the Rope. Unblock Me.
Oh, dude, I loved Cut the Rope. That was like a quote unquote premium mobile game, right? You gotta
Yeah.
pay for that shit, right?
Yeah, or you can get it for free with ads. And then I
the
think
ads
Angry
save onto your
Birds,
phone.
Plants vs Zombies.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Like a ton of
they're
those
just
games are
fucking-
like they're great games. It's just there's ads after a certain like if,
and
if
they
you beat
fucking-
around
they
or something.
slow down your phone, and it's not like you don't like. When's the last time you cleared the cache in your phone?
It's been a hot minute for me.
Right, you don't think to do it, and just all of these fucking ads just start to pile up in there. It's so awful. You're like,
You know-
dude, my computer only has this much space. It's like, oh dang, haha. Wonder why.
That's too
haha.
fucking bad.
Hello,
Would be a real shame if I filled it up with 30-second ads.
No, it's absolutely crazy. Like, I installed that app for the first time and just saw that I had a fucking, like, tens, but maybe not 100, but a lot of ads were just saved into my phone somewhere. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I uninstalled every free-to-play game I had.
Yeah, no. Aside from those anime gacha games we play, I haven't really installed any of those free Play Store games, so I haven't had this problem, and it was conveniently deleted from my memories. But thank you for bringing it back.
There's this gacha game I play. It's called Valkyrie Connect. It's a mixture of two. You can watch. There's no ads, but you can watch an ad to get an extra free roll.
I mean,
you son of a bitch!
You've got me.
Valkyrie.
Give it to me.
What did you say it was Valkyrie what?
Valkyrie Connect. I recently played it because it had a HoloLive event, and it's constantly the game nonstop is getting anime events. Like, I think the current event is the anniversary event.
Is it their USP? Is that their like unique selling point? It's like, okay, you like this anime, we got it.
It used to be about Western gods and just gods, like fighting it out, and then they're like, all right, wait 1 second, this game sucks. We gotta get some crossovers. Because I've played the game when it first came out, and I thought it was I gave it a 2 out of 5, and I thought the characters were kind of over the top designed, and the gameplay was very bland, and it is still bland to this day. It's just kind of horrible with the battle mechanics. It's just like, it's one of those games where you just hit play. Oh, did my team win? No. All right, my team sucks. I gotta rearrange it a little bit. It's just watch it and play. It plays itself, kind of game.
And then they added Megumin, and you're like, oh, 5 out
yeah,
of 5.
they added. I think they had a Konosuba event. They had One Punch Man, Street Fighter. They had, like I said, HoloLive. They had, what was it? Kill la Kill, I think. They had a ton of them, like a ton of anime. Fairy Tail. Yeah, but you can watch an ad to get one more roll.
Damn, I gotta get my Kirito to 5 stars. Gotta watch this ad about, I don't know, a child dying in Africa or some shit.
Yeah, and it's one of those games, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably has a ton of ads saved on my phone.
Alright, well, now you remember to go clear it. Everyone listening, all like 6 people, remember to clear the cache.
Yeah, other than that, I have a ton of gachas that I just don't really touch, like Girls Frontline.
Since you mentioned GFL, it also came to my mind when you said terrible fucking combat, and then I remember GFL like just started popping up in my head.
You can't talk about GFL. Literally nobody knows that's not interesting conversation.
It's an interesting conversation.
It's fucking
there could straight up be
shocking.
100,000 people listening to this, and not one of them will know what GFL is.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty popular gacha. It's one of those,
it was
like,
popular in Korea. It was not popular anywhere else. It did, like, the Ian server had its whales keeping the server afloat, but nobody cared about it.
It needs
I mean,
crossover.
as long as it's afloat. So,
and then they didn't care about us, so I uninstalled it and stopped playing.
It just needed a little bit more crossovers.
I feel like I want to uninstall it because
it
the game is so unoptimized.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, it hurt me for like a week or two. Like, damn, I feel like especially because Desmond was still playing and constantly like posting his rolls and scores to me, and I was like, please stop. I don't want to play it anymore.
Sorry,
but after
after
a month of not playing Girls Frontline, it was like a weight, a terrible weight. It's like Jesus carrying the cross, but I didn't know I was lifted.
Yeah, the current meme
And
is
then I started playing Blue Archive, and I grabbed the cross, I put it right back on my back, and started dragging that shit out.
yeah, I was about to
It's a
say the
real
current
place to
meme. The current
Blue
meme is Blue
Archive is a
Archive.
lot less grindy, though.
It's the same as Princess Connect almost, but just Gun Girl.
No, but compared to Girls Frontline, where like an event comes out, and I straight up have to spend like 5 hours.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, okay, but the problem is in Blue Archive, you gotta spend more money. You seen the new 5 stars, right? Where once you hit 5 stars, then you unlock guns, and then you gotta upgrade the guns with the fucking ELEVs or whatever the fuck those are. So you gotta spend money.
So Blue Archive, I do the monthly gyms. That's it, and it comes with the bounties. I think it's like $7 a month.
I'm not gonna lie, the whole monthly gem thing.
Too much, but
the monthly gem thing in like all gacha games, I've always like bought like a couple months.
I did it every single month in GFL. I'm probably gonna do it every.
Yeah, no, I gotta admit, I'm a massive consumer as well, so I almost always.
You spend a lot more than just monthly cards.
Hey, shut up.
So as a free-to-play player, I just pick and choose my battles.
No, you're not a free-to-play. No, shut up. You can't.
As a almost. Yeah, you're right. As a not spending money on gyms player, like just in the shop, like I gotta spend $100 to roll. I don't do that. I did do it when it first came out because I was high off a new gacha, and I hadn't been playing GFL.
The new gacha smell.
I regretted it immediately.
It's true. Every time I do it, I regret it instantly.
Yeah, but you keep doing it. Like you're like that abusive girlfriend, but you're like, I just need it. I was like, oh, this fucking sucks. I'm not buying that again.
I just be like, no, you got a promise. He's nice when we're only when it's only 2 of us. Don't worry about it. No. He's joking. He's funny.
Reminds me of Genshin Impact. I spent like $50 on that game the second it came out.
I spent way more than $50.
Do not get me started on Genshin. I think I spent like $2K on that shit, dude.
Spending money. We're in a server with somebody. I don't know if Wolsies has looked at this, but he always posts his like roles and like his ranks and stuff.
Wait, is that Vicky's chat?
Yeah, he was currently sitting about what was the date? What's today? The 15th.
Yeah.
So 10 days ago. He had 60,000 gems.
That's a lot of gems.
He gets every single character, every banner.
Oh no, that is
so painful. Like not only is he whaling, but like he's buying the max amount he can each month just to have as a surplus, I guess.
Oh my god!
Like, how do you have 60,000 gems? And then he just rolled for Miku, and it's down to 40,000.
I have a friend like some kind of similar who plays Fate Grand Order. He spends a couple $100 on it, and I think I understand his brain now. Like he spends like $300 to get a character, and he gets it maybe $150 in, and he thinks, oh, I saved $150. Look at that mentality.
That is like maximum copium.
That is not a good mindset going into a gacha game.
The idea of I saved money by getting this character, only spending this much money.
Still cheaper than Diablo Immortal.
Oh yeah, what was it, $10,000, and he didn't get a legendary or something like that?
You know, it like they've done the math. It's a little over $100,000 to max out your character, or the equivalent of like 45 years, I think, is what it was.
It feels like that's a bit of a meme number, but I don't care if it's bullshit. I believe it.
Oh no, the post went into heavy detail and. Volsies, like there was a guy that spent, I don't know if it was 10, I think it was like 4 or 6, but maybe it went up to 10.
Is this the New Zealand streamer?
Yeah, that dude that spent like $10,000 on stream and didn't get one legendary.
Damn.
And
I mean,
it cost over 10 legendaries to max upgrade. So just going off of that alone, I think it is safe to say that you could easily spend over $100,000. Like $100,000 is the average. This guy spent 10,000, didn't get one item.
like, okay, what if he's like the unluckiest man? I mean, he's born as a Kiwi, so he already has a head start. So
See, this
maybe
is
he was
why
super unlucky.
this is why I refuse to play any gacha game that doesn't have a pity system. Pity
It's
is
true.
so important to just everyone. What's it called? Most pity systems cap you out at like $300 or so dollars, where you're gonna get the character. This is how much money you spent. If you are super
Yeah.
unlucky, you will get it on the last one. It's guaranteed. And
Yeah,
some of them are
Genshin
like, hey,
is-
you have these points you build up on that banner or role area, depending on what game you play. You get to the 100 points, we'll just give you the character. And if they like
I
games,
mean, even at that one
Yeah,
is
that's
like pretty
Diablo.
predatory.
Diablo Immortal, I am pretty sure, has zero pity system.
They're
It's
gonna get it
just
soon. something tells me.
Hopefully the fucking game dies. It really bothers. It doesn't even matter. It literally.
the game is
doesn't
gonna
matter.
live because of that
there-
10,000
No, I was gonna
plus
say,
10,000.
The game could literally crash and burn, and it doesn't matter because they have made so much money off of.
They
like,
already made their money.
there
They already
was,
got
like,
the return.
there was like 50 people in the West that like all just have like their dad is like not Donald Trump, but like his friend that owns
Oh,
another
fucking
company, right?
billionaire. Yeah,
Just a bunch of kids with their fucking like dad's like black card, and they're just like, yeah, swipe, swipe, swipe.
Christ.
Swipe,
Hurts.
swipe,
God bless their
swipe.
souls, by the way.
Oh
They're
yeah, for keeping
video
the
game
servers alive.
industry alive. They're keeping the
No,
industry
they're
alive. baby.
literally ruining the industry. The West.
I don't know
Yeah, I
about
mean, they
ruining
are.
the industry. I think it's been ruined years ago. Just mobile games in general. Especially gacha.
I don't know.
The only thing that can save the West is me going to all the like the Trump and Republicans that all hate China and be like, they keep doing loot boxes. It's super predatory. It's like gambling for kids. You should outlaw them like the EU did.
It's kids. It's the
No,
Satan.
you can't
And-
mention
and
EU
the-
to them.
No, I have to. I just have to be like, dude, China, like this is they are predatory. They are taking money from our children with gambling and using it to fund their corrupt economy.
They're
Tom
corrupt,
Cruise,
communistic.
you gotta
They're
ban
making
the Mr.
COVID
Cruise,
too.
and then we'll ban loot boxes in America, and Pogo won't be able to open hats in TF2 anymore.
No, no!
God,
No
fucking
more.
bless.
No more hats.
I need them. Buy hats.
Come on, Pogo. With
No
that
more-
money you could have spent on hats, you could have given it to an African child. You could
Okay.
open it for CS:GO knives.
No more CS:GO knives.
CS:GO knives has to go though. It's pretty fucking cancerous.
Yeah, the whole community with CS:GO and the knives is pretty cancer. Similar, I wouldn't say for TF2 hats. It's the golden Australium weapons. That's the
Yeah.
knives of
Speaking of which,
TF2.
that just like triggered a fucking memory in my brain. Remember with Bolding and
Oh.
his chat, and when they
Yeah.
were like super obsessed with
Yeah,
the fucking,
MVM. I used to play that. You had to.
yeah,
It cost
MVM,
$1
yeah,
to play
yeah.
a game every time you play it.
And then he would buy hacks just so he can get it easy. He just needed people in there.
Yeah, he needed bodies, which was I was one of those bodies. So he turned on his TF2 hacks and just killed everything because he's trying to get the golden pan worth. At that time, I think it was worth like $50,000 or something.
It was like super insane expensive.
Yeah, because only like 2 people had it. One guy listed it for over $100,000, and the other guy was like,
it,
right.
And instead of giving his rent money that he was like 4 months behind on, he bought a bunch of pizzas and faked having cancer.
"Oh no, I don't think Bolden got
happened, by the
anything
way?
from that though. He got
Yeah, I
he
don't
got a
think
ban. That's what he got. I'm pretty sure he got vac banned.
He got back banned, and I think he was just pretty much fucking losing it, my dude.
I just gotta go in front of Congress and be like, kids should not be gambling on these predatory Chinese games. They should be gambling on like tech decks and Pokemon cards.
They should be gambling for real money, like real Americans. How dare they?
Real American.
so
They
or
should be
China.
out there playing baseball, betting on which team would win.
The good old days.
But instead, these underage children are playing these free-to-play predatory Chinese games with scantily dressed women.
Yeah, looking at you, AFK Arena and
Now,
Mobile
please-
Legends.
Please ban the loot boxes, but don't censor the women.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Hey, but can you keep the women alone? No reason. I just respect artistic.
Yeah, I just
go
really
full-
respect it, dude.
I go 100% the other direction on that one. It's like, please ban this for our children. We should ban we should probably ban the scantily dressed women. No. That their parents shouldn't be letting them play those games. You can't.
Yeah, if they're scantily dressed, that's ESRB or whatever, right?
That is the parents' fault. Then isn't it their fault?
Yeah.
No. Listen. No. Ban
Listen.
the loot boxes. You're only allowed to gamble in Indian casinos. Sorry, Native American casinos.
There you go.
In
How dare you.
Vegas and Reno and the rest of Nevada. And I think there's a few places like on the Mississippi River that you can like do it because of weird like loopholes. But yeah. Fuck loot boxes. I also wanted to bring up back to Fate Grand Order, our buddy Sinister that spent $400 to get his what's the name of the girl he likes?
Not John Alter.
No,
Tamamo. Yeah.
Yeah, Tamamo. He spent like $400 to get Tamamo.
What a furry.
Bought a new phone, didn't transfer his save over, lost it, and then spent another $400 to get her back.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I lost
you
my
need to catch up
old
with your
Fate Grand
Sinister
Order
people.
account. Like I don't know, when it first came out, I played it for like a few months and I got exclusive characters. And I was like, this game is not for me.
I played it for 5 minutes. You told me I got really good units, and I went, "Oh, that's cool." And then I never played it again.
Yeah, you got Heracles,
Berserker.
you got Berserker.
Yeah.
That was a
Hold
really
on,
good
hold on.
starter.
Aren't all of your like FGO accounts linked to your?
No,
fucking,
it is
Google Play? How do
a
you use it?
decade,
Oh,
over a
every-
decade-year-old game.
Every time you you install the game, it just gives you a new user ID, and you have to like go to the
Oh
settings and get a number that you have to
God.
save and type that in.
Yeah,
to
you
the
got to
new
write
device
that
to
number
transfer it.
down. You have to write your transfer ID down and that password. You
Yeah,
will
we're-
not
we're-
get your account back. No matter,
It
even if
is-
you email them that your credentials, even your your
Hold on,
Google
so-
Play account and the
Yeah.
account that you used to
It
pay.
has its own ID.
Yeah, Eighth.
Why-
He lost his account.
Hold on.
It's been
Japanese tech industry. Please understand, it's still the 1990s over there.
Why are they like this?
I don't know.
Why are
Probably
they like
because all the people in charge of like their companies are like 80 years old.
yeah, they're very
Jesus
old.
Christ.
They're very old and they don't want to
Have you
change.
seen the people that run Nintendo?
Yeah, like they're very
Christ.
old. They don't want to change.
They
And-
still think like kids go to arcades.
That reminds me of a Kongtai collection. Like
Oh,
the
no,
game
please
is
don't
dead
bring
with
up
the
that
exception
game.
of like those arcade machines that people spend
It's because
thousands
the
of dollars
dev
on.
went insane, and he was a like super Japanese nationalist, and was like, "Nah, I'm not making only people in Japan can play my game." And then, what's the other one that came out? the boat game that like killed it.
Oh,
Azure Lane.
yeah, Azure Lane.
came out and was like, "Hey, here's an English version. Everyone can play. Go nuts."
Azure Lane completely eclipsed Contai.
And Conclave
It's
just
true.
fucking died immediately.
Like
Yeah.
they have all the same boats as well, right? Just different designs. So it's like, all right, here's your complete
Which
and more
actually
complete
bothered me
replacement.
because all of the girls in Conclave were like modeled after their boats. Like if the boat was flat, the girl was flat. If the boat had big guns, she had big assets. It was great. Really hurts.
Nah,
me
you gotta
for the-
understand. You gotta understand the Chinese design behind it. So what can you do?
Was it Chinese?
I mean, Azure Lane is pretty much Chinese, right?
No, I'm
it's
talking
owned by
about-
it's a Chinese
Oh,
company.
okay.
It's owned
Yeah, I
by.
got you.
But
I
it
know-
was
I
it was
thought we were still
directed
talking about
very
Conclave.
well because, and it was really just an attack on Concole, where it's like, oh, because they looked Contai Collection, it is super popular in the West back in 2013.
Oh, dude, everyone was drawing it. It was
Everyone
like
was drawing
the
it. There was so
the
many
next-
cosplays and
It
costumes.
was the next Toho.
It really was. And then the developer was like, "Yeah, it's gonna stay in Japan."
Holy shit, you're right.
Azure,
I haven't seen any like new art on the fucking Kantai nowadays.
yeah,
I
there's
still
like
see
no
some, but
hentai.
that's because I follow like 4 artists that only draw Conclave.
Yeah, and then
They fucking killed it.
and then it made the big switcheroo. Everyone went to
Azure
Azure
Lane,
Lane, and
yeah.
and then it
But
got
and now
also,
they've-
like he didn't want to like do collabs. Like he like refused to do them. He was like, "Nah, my game is on its own." Like he just like his autism ran his game into the ground.
So how hard do you think he's like seating and coping right now? Seeing
he's
Azure Lane just,
probably
like,
coping like
just
I
crazy.
can't even
Destroy
imagine
everything.
that he's still alive. Probably into
No, I think it's on the flippity flip. He's probably in a small circle of old Japanese men talking amongst themselves
That
about
service
how
him.
you just service him and talking about how great Contai Collection is.
Oh, so he's like in our Discord, but like more degenerate. Got it.
Yeah. And then,
No,
You
we're
know,
not
he
degenerate.
he
We're,
posts a new art of a character. They all do that crying but laughing emoji. Like 15 of us.
Ooh.
Ooh.
so good.
All right. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. You can check out the other episodes right here and right here.
Oh, is that the part where you put in links to the other episodes?
Yeah.
Don't watch those.
No!